start with Sefer Chofetz Chaim. And big topic is the same, tell us for subject's benefit. Okay. Today's topic, avoiding flattery. Even when there is a even if there is a permissible to speak negatively for a constructive purpose, one must avoid insincere flattery. Okay, insincere flattery. Okay, it is forbidden to be critical of someone when he is not present, yet to demonstrate approval of his behavior in his presence. So that's what we call hypocrite, right? Flattery. If the concern is that the person feel like not heard, then the solution is to express respect and concern for him as a person, but clear disapproval as his behavior. So, okay, so you don't want to offend him, so you just not approve of his behavior. That's a usually proper way, because people can change if they want to. Meaning, if they change, people are the same, but they change their behavior. Okay, so we're trying always to separate. So we rebuke not person per se, but his behavior. If one is certain that reproof will be ignored, and is therefore prepared to publicize the person's behavior as an attempt to induce him to change his ways, one must nevertheless approach the sinner first so as not to be suspected of insincerity. It's very interesting. So let's read one more time. If one is certain that the reproof will be ignored, right? So, okay, you know this person. And is therefore prepared to publicize the person's behavior as an attempt to induce him to change his behavior. One must nevertheless approach the sinner first as not to be suspected of insincerity. Okay. So anyway, I mean, he's going to listen, not going to listen. How do you know? As Rabbi Reuven Schlitt always say, maybe that time, 5 months ago, 3 months ago, he was not ready to listen. Now Hashem a little softened him up, right, with all the problems. Now he's a little more open to hear you. So even to say the same things that you said 3 months ago, 5 months ago, 3 years ago, right? So you never know. In the above case, where it is clear that a person will not be moved to by rebuke, one can remove the need for the first speaking to him by dispelling any possible possible suspicions concerning one's own sincerity. For example, if one speaks against the perpetrator in public, in the presence of three, rather than speaking to individual members of the community in private, it becomes clear that all the speakers could not be in private. It becomes clear to all that the speaker could not be attempted to gain favor with the perpetrator by showing acceptance of his behavior. So basically, when we speak in front of three people, we show that we understand that this information is going to get public. So if it's going to get public, so this this person is going to find out about whom this person is talking. So he's going to find out, and basically, so now you can flatter him as much as you want. It's not going to help. He knows exactly what you talk about him behind his back and publicly. Similarly, if the speaker is known to be zealous and outspoken and would not be suspected of flattery, he could resort to private discussions. Meaning if it's very, very upright person, right? Everybody know, like, do I know such a person? I don't know. That everybody would respect and like everybody. No, I don't know such a person. I don't know. Okay, but let's say that there is such a person, right? That there's always like enemies, like everybody, many people have enemies, let's say. Right? So if this person does not have enemies and everybody would respect him and his opinion and he's zealous and outspoken, okay, nobody would suspect him of flattery, right? Okay, he could resort to private discussion. So he's not obligated to speak in front of 3 people. So one more time, when we speak about in front of 3 people, we show that that's okay. We know the consequences, basically. Also, if it is clear that to all that the perpetrator is a difficult personality, and public criticizing his behavior could be dangerous. I mean, he's going to take a baseball bat and smash somebody's head, right? So then one may speak against him in private without fear of personal suspicion. Okay, so now it's one-to-one, basically. It's one of the exceptions, because person, on one hand, he has obligated to speak out because of what the sins that this person did. On the other hand, he's not obligated to risk his life. Okay, we'll stop here.